Well, good morning, my friends. Hoping that you had a really good weekend. Got some good news from Thomas's girl Pam. She's on the mend. They took out a tube from her kidney. The doctor said it was the worst infection he'd seen in his whole career. So, Pam, I'm glad you got to the hospital, dear. And we keep praying for you so that you'll mend quickly. And also, Thomas, get yourself to John Hopkins. Get to the doctor, okay, for your leg, please. And we'll keep you both in prayer. Also, thinking about Buddy, he's got cancer, and I know that he's going to be going through a huge ordeal with this chemotherapy. I did send him the other therapies, and so, I don't know what he's going to do about it, but if you would just keep him in prayer, that would be great. One thing that I wanted to say from the last chapter 8, when I would say Eliasas, Easias, it actually means Elijah, okay? And that was in chapter 8, verse 17. Okay, so we stopped at chapter 9. 23 is where I'll start again, okay? Jesus is healing people. He's ministering. He's calling disciples to him. He called Matthew. And now he came to a ruler's house, and he saw the minstrels and the people making a noise. And they were mourners, and they were mourning this daughter who had died. And so there were, and so he said unto them, give me place, for the maid is not dead, but she sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. They were like, what do God, this guy, who is this guy thinking? Don't you think we know a dead person when we see it? That kind of thing. All right? And when the people were put forth, he went in and took her by the hand, and the maid arose. The fame hereof went abroad into all the land. They were astonished, amazed. They didn't have doctors back then. They didn't have people raising from the dead. Okay, they had no idea what just happened, because back then they were closer to death and things than we are today, and supernatural things. They knew that this was unheard of. And so when Jesus departed hence, 2 blind men followed him, crying and saying, Thou Son of David, have mercy on us. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said unto them, Believe ye that I am able to do this? So he's always asking you to take your step too, asking you to bring forth your faith too, and then he does his thing. And they said to him, Yea, Lord, we do believe that you could do this. And then he touched their eyes, saying, According to your faith be it unto you. And their eyes were open, and Jesus straitly charged them, saying, See that no man know of it. But they, when they were departed, spread abroad his fame in all the country. They just, unwise zeal for their testimony. And they went out, behold, they brought to him a dumb man who was possessed with the devil. And Jesus cast out the devil, and the dumb man was able to speak, and they marveled. And they said they'd never seen anything like this in Israel. But the Pharisees said, He cast out devils, though he, the prince of devils. So they're saying, he must be a devil if he can cast them out. That's what they're saying, right? And Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But of course, Jesus will later say to the Pharisees, can Satan cast out Satan? You know? So when he saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and they were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. Then saith he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, and he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Chapter 10. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and manner of disease. Now, the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first is Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, John is his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Libreus, whose surname is Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, Judas Iscariot also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent forth, commanded them, saying, Go not the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of Samaritans enter you not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely you have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor script for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. So basically, just go with the clothes that you have on. Don't bring anything with you. Therefore, you won't be robbed or, taken advantage of and killed for what you have, okay? And into whatsoever city or town you shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy. There abide until you go hence. When you come into the house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come unto it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. Whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, then ye depart out of that house or city, and shake off the dust of your feet. So verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, harmless as doves. But be aware of men, for they will deliver you up into the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought on how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given to you in that same hour what you shall speak. For it is not ye that speaketh, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the child shall raise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. And when they persecute you in this city, flee you into another. For verily I say unto you, you shall not have gone over the cities of Israel until the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house of Beelzebub, how much shall they call them of his household? Fear them not, therefore, and there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Everything will be exposed. And I tell you in the darkness that ye speak ye in the light, and what ye hear in the ear that preach ye upon the housetops. Fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are there not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? One of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. And every hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than any sparrow. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Very important 2 verses there. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at a variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Okay, I'm going to stop there at chapter 11. We'll continue later on. Having a day off today, so I've got a lot of things to do, catch up with, and so I do hope that you have a blessed day, and I will be back to do some more videos. I put on my Facebook is saying that I came up with, after reading some Swedenborg, that truth is like winter. It's stark and harsh. But with goodness, it's like summer and spring, bearing fruit for all. May you have a blessed day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.